Okay, hey guys. I know my breaks are getting a little bit longer in between, but it's even because of the work that's going on. It's a little crazy. And I can have an ambitious goal here. So, we are building a custom website from scratch in less than a week. So, the timeline is today's Monday, and I already got a head start on it. Fortunately, I didn't get to film much, so I'm going to try to get y'all up to speed. Okay, so today was getting approval from the prototype and working things out, maybe doing some tweaks to that, and then also getting the build started and all the foundation stuff. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we can have the thing close to complete or completed. And then Wednesday, I want to hopefully get any extra content I might need because I think I'm going to need some more content in there. I think the big part's going to be getting all the projects together. That's going to be the fun one. So maybe I'll kind of show you how all the CMS stuff works in Webflow. And then Thursday, it's going to be testing, getting that stuff ready. Friday, I think it's going to be the first day of Creative Homes, or Friday or Saturday. But we need to have it ready for that event because we went through a rebrand, a lot of restructuring. We wanted to do a facelift also to all of our stuff here to showcase our new direction, our the new way we speak, all those good things. And oh, by the way, this is my company. By the way, this is the other part of the course, the one that owns the office, because I work out of it and help them build their stuff. Anyways, yeah. So let's take you along this wild ride. It's the end of the day. My hand is killing me because I've just been clicking like crazy. Take a little break. I'm gonna check on some print design stuff and get some coffee. So let's go to the grind while I continue this. Continue explaining this. So, be right back. By the way, I'm talking kind of quiet because there's a meeting next door that's going on. The goal of this, I just really want to show everyone what's possible with websites. I'm having a lot of fun with this web stuff, and I've even grown a lot with it, the past couple of months as well. And I want to teach hopefully some fundamentals, some things that maybe I'm learning along the way too, and show how someone who has an idea can get up and running really quick. And again, building off the thing done is better than perfect. We don't need to have this thing perfect, especially because the event is right around the corner. Our timeline is ridiculously tight. So we need to just have it out, get some feedback, some testing, see how it works, and then keep tweaking, because there's a lot of other parts of the site that I'll go through that we aren't going to be implementing right now, just because we can't for time reasons, and that will probably be setting up the foundation in the future. So I'll get that worked out. I don't know why I feel so out of breath and tired right now. I need to get some cardio in. All right, good morning. Now day 2. It's Tuesday, so deadline is going to be Friday. Made my coffee, of course. So before we get into all the nitty gritty and start really, well, at least on the video, getting into all the web stuff, I kind of want to explain why we're doing this. So I mentioned there was a rebrand, right? So with the rebrand, that means we had a change in direction, a change of course, and our old way of branding, our old material, everything is now all doesn't meet up to our new standards and how we're communicating our values, who we're targeting. Maybe it kind of did, but really scrappily. So the brand, right? So let's talk about the brand a little bit. So the brand this is going to be the foundation, especially if you went through a brand platform, foundation for what we built everything upon. I know I've talked about this before, but I want to have this base set up so whenever we do our marketing, which is going to be after all this is done, that we get them into the right place and all the right communication is then added on after the fact. So, for example, if we start marketing, and then I know that Sean then wants to start doing blog posts, things like that, Then when I get into the site, of course, that blog post is going to be built there because we didn't have one in the past. And then everything else surrounding it is going to be correct. And then have nods to everything else that we're doing too. That wasn't there in the past. And also give us a platform to better easily show our work. So a CMS, things like that. That'll make our lives a lot easier than what it was previously. I think it was built like years ago using Wix. Yeah, so that's kind of the reason why I'm doing it. Our brand has changed. It's refreshed, updated. Our course is different. And then let's jump into now the marketing part, right? So I won't get into all the marketing strategies and stuff yet, but this is going to be a home base for that. What I kind of recommend is that there's always a platform, a home base that you own, that your marketing content lives in. And I'm not saying don't use Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, things like that, because they're great. They're free. If you learn how to use them, good. You can do a lot of stuff for free with it. But the thing with that is that you're also at the mercy of their algorithm. So you can't really complain when the algorithm changes because that's their platform. They own it, and you're just using it. Now with the website and things like that, as long as you're building up, getting traffic going in there, maybe from your social media goes into there. Maybe you set up your podcast on your site, or of course your blogs on your site instead of something like Medium. And over time, they're all live in a place that you control. And so that's the kind of the important of this, and that's why a website, I believe, is actually pretty important. And remember, the goal for us now is to have it done rather than perfect, because we can always go back and reiterate things, fix things as maybe more feedback comes in because our timeline was so tight. But something that's done, because as we do a lot of our marketing at the event, they're going to come to the site. So we want to make sure all our messaging is correct and up to the way we want it to look for the new brand. But all right, let's start digging into this on day 2. We moved it in here for nothing.
Dang it, man. Well, let's go to our last one.
Move it up. Yeah. So we're on day 3. We have this done, and we have no photos of the team at all. So we're trying to scrap some in our office and be creative. And so this is what we're doing right now. So, but Elijah, the guy behind the camera, it's his turn to get some photos taken. Let's get that.
So they're all good.
Oh yeah, like that.
I can tell what I mean. So you're like.
It's the money shot.
This is how you get ready for your photos?
Am I? Sam, you have some yet?
So this is how you get ready with this music?
Oh yeah, this is how I get ready.
Huh? Try to turn to the side of the... Not all the way, just a little bit. There you go, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then... No, I would say put your arms out.
This is so awkward right now.
Why?
Because it's like that my awkward pose.
Well, what is your pose?
I don't have a pose.
You don't have one.
I'm just like, I'm done.
Then do that.
Yeah. No.
Why not? That'd be pretty cool. should do that anyways. Just do it.
You're like,
I'll design your plan.
yeah. Hold on, let me do it with like, this size.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. How you doing over there, big guy? Oh. Whoa, give it to me. Major key. Major key around here. Yeah, stay strapped. Look at that.
Okay, so I guess for some designers, I'm not sure if they'll end up doing photography or not. There's a quick little lighting setup. So you have the key, so it's the main one hitting us. Do you have a little backlight over here just to get some extra light on this side, and then our fills on this side right here. This is going to be where we're creating some of this contrast. You can tell it's not too contrasty because obviously the video, we're using the same lighting setup for the photos. But we're getting the team pictures here because we don't really have a lot of room anywhere else, and we're trying to get this one with the chair. Anyways, so I guess today we're trying to take it really quick in the morning, and then I got to take it back and edit them. So we're gonna crank it out, and then hopefully by the end of the day, we have the site, at least everything built, and we can start really filling in all the content. So that's the goal for today. So tomorrow we can be kind of testing it, finalizing it. Friday we can launch it. So let's get this done. Okay, it's probably a little foggy. Now it's pretty dark. Time flew by really fast, so the photo started in the morning, but there was a big plot twist. We had, let's face this way. We had to essentially run around Corpus, take photos of a bunch of houses that we were shooting. Of course, ate lunch, try to squeeze that in. So the entire day went from pretty much not touching the site. I did get a little bit more done and coded a couple of extra things that we were putting in there. But yeah, so my timeline and plan was kind of derailed. So let's see if we can still make the deadline. We got tomorrow's Thursday. I'm going to be working on probably some more photos, a little bit of design elements, and then getting the site hopefully done. If not, Friday's going to suck. So yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so we skipped a couple of days. It's Friday. And
Fast forward.
yeah, so we're fast forwarding. The site is pretty much done, so we're able to get it. And so today's goal is really to input in all the content, all the text, clean up some things, make sure all the links work. So we're going to test it. I was hoping to do this yesterday, but the timeline didn't quite work out. So we're doing that today. And then also printing for a bunch of the, I guess, was it like the marketing stuff that we're going to have to do for the event. So fingers crossed that we get it because we have until 4 o'clock. So let's see if it works out. So pro tip for anyone who's a Windows user, not sure what's going on Windows 10 right now. Maybe Microsoft will see this, but why don't you let me upgrade my graphics drivers? I swear. Anyways, gotta use my Identity recovery stick that I made a while back because this keeps happening. So I'll have to be right back, and it's another little delay. Okay, so it's currently 12:21 past midnight, so technically it's no longer Friday, which is our deadline. Saturday morning. However, I think the project was a success. Actually, we got the site usable and presentable with at least our messaging. I'm probably not going across the way we quite want it because I had to do some really quick copywriting, and built out all the features, but then held some of them back, at least for access, because we don't have everything fully implemented. So like things like blog, products, things like that. Those are held back for now, but I think it was a success that we got everything, and it presents more of our full image than what is currently there. And yeah, and it's a smooth thing. Hopefully it's bug free, but I think we decided against launching it because Michelle, the owner, does want to make sure the messaging is on point, and I can see why. So I can still show y'all the site, walk you through it, some of the decisions I made, and take you through it. But I'll do that in the mornings. We kind of want to update everything. Also, so remember how my computer died in the middle of me working on it? I never got it fixed, but thankfully, I guess nice little plug. iPad Pro came in clutch, and Webflow has fixed most of those issues, I guess, with iPad OS 13 and the Safari browser and using it. Pro little trick, if someone wants to use it on there, go ahead and zoom out in your settings whenever you go to your settings in your Safari settings on your iPad. Try zooming out a little bit and give you some more canvas to work with. The only thing that doesn't quite work right is just the UI elements on the right. You can't really scroll. You have to tab them to close them out or expand them and get the one you're wanting. Other than that, it's stable now and works. I was able to do my editing, at least in that, because the computer was down. I didn't want to spend all day working on it. The biggest thing that slowed the development of it having it played done was that entire day of photos and then editing, pretty much, because that was really unexpected and I didn't plan for that to be in the timeline. Other than that, I think we made it happen. But like I said, it's midnight. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get some rest. Then I'll walk you through the site. So for you, I'll be back momentarily. For me, I'll be back in a couple of hours. All right, guys. So now's the time where we talk about the site, what we came up with whenever we're done, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna walk you through the site. I have it here open on my iPad, and let's see the outcome. Okay, so I'll walk you through the homepage. So first, of course, we have the homepage here. Now, I went with the most objective layout, so we did put in a little bit of our customization to it to kind of make it us, kind of make it unique, but also try to follow design methods to get good return on investment and build trust early on. So things like I talk about, we have our value statement here up top, and then we have some recognition here, so some social proof, and then we're also going to have some of our customer reviews, which, you know, of course they're good ones here that we have. So we want to showcase that as well, so people know that people have had a good experience with us in the past, and this is what you'd expect working with us. And then here we're going to go to view our work, and then a statement here as well, and you can click on residential. Now this is where we have some of our stuff withheld because we also have commercial work too, but we're holding on displaying that for a later date. And we're going to get down to our services where we can kind of learn more about everything. And we have our process that's already defined for the residential side, so you can click into that. And then we're going to have our interior design, which we've been growing as well. And then our remodels, and that have also been getting us really swamped, and that's good. This is what we want, right? We want to kind of diversify what we do and provide a better experience overall. And then here we have our call to action, so it's how people can submit our project, and we automated some of this stuff too. So now when we get some inquiries here, that also go into our CRM, and also Monday for our project management stuff. So keeps everything automated, easy to do. And again, our footer, like I mentioned, this is just mainly for SEO purposes. The footers are never anything too crazy. I mean, we can make them more than what they just are, but we don't need to in this case. And some link to our social, just some other things here on the page. And the website itself now is pretty simple, but it showcases our new direction. We have a couple of pages up here. I'll get into some of these things. The get started should just take us down to the contact, as you see here. Then we're going to have our residential design process. So you can see that here. You can learn about our process and about what we do, so people kind of know the expectations up front. And then again, the call to action in the footer. And so they can make again, input a project based off of what they're reading here if they like what they see. And now you can also go to our work. And so later on, we'll have more drop downs based on more of our stuff that we're inputting in here. But like I said, we want to have something that represents us and in a really simple way now, so we can expand on it later on. And Parade of Homes is a really big event. We have hundreds of people come every year that get to talk to us, get in a face-to-face experience with our brand, and then people go do the research afterwards. And so we want to make sure that this is showcasing our new foot forward. Our old one was lacking a lot, and it was kind of hard to get around. Organization was all over the place. Our new one, there's a lot more possibilities we can do with it, especially with Webflow's CMS and all those good things. So here we're going to be looking at residential work. And this is, I had to do some custom JavaScript for this. Nothing too crazy, but just to get the nice tile look in here so everything can display correctly, and didn't have some random blank spaces. But I have here click to view project. I have added that in mainly so people know what to do with these photos. It's a little bit easier on desktop. Whenever you mouse over it, you'll see that, I might not do it here. Whenever you mouse over it, there will be an animation. But you can always click into these here too. And look at the photos, look at the project, the design work, nothing too crazy here. This was the 2019 showcase home for the Parade of Homes, which we designed. And let's see here. So you can see some more information about that, some photos, all of that good stuff. See related projects in here. Again, have your call to action at the bottom. Nothing too crazy going on. You can learn a little bit about our firm too. So we have 257 Interior Design, which the website for that is going to be coming here pretty soon as well. And then we have Gamma Design, which is me. And then you're going to have the again work, and then the about page. And so with the about page, you wanted to really showcase who we are, and this is something that was lacking in the original one. So we have us being goofy up top, and then we have our nice photos here. This is where we spent that day getting the photography in some of the earlier in the video. And so we talked a lot about what we do. We communicated how we talk, what our values are, and how much we put emphasis on design and making sure that we're bringing out what you want and your dreams into these projects. And then we talk a little bit about the companies here, because I guess Avant Design is turning more into a house of brands rather than a branded house. And then we have the team. You can see all that here. And again, a call to action. Maybe after learning a little bit about us, you want to work with us here too. So you want to always make sure there's a call to action in the page to get that, get people thinking on whether to use this or not. So we talk about this. So like I said, the site itself is pretty simple. So we can go home. There's a nice call to action up top to call us here. If you're on a phone, it should take you to it. Yep. So since I'm on an iPad showing you this, because the screen recording is real nice, I can use this here as well. But yeah, guys, so this is pretty simple. Nothing too crazy here. And this is how the front end kind of looks. And of course, with Webflow's backend, we can do a lot of powerful stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in here that isn't included that we are going to be expanding on in the future. So keep an eye out for that. Like our blogs, we're already getting some of those written. If we didn't want to post a blog page with no blogs in it, it would look kind of weird. But this is going to kind of force us to use that. Also, a lot of more video content they want to do and want to have a place for all that stuff. We want to create a central platform for all of our marketing to drive back into here so we can work on some new things, expand on some new areas like, I guess I don't want to talk about all their business stuff. But that's kind of the goal here. And also is a big design shift than what it was originally. It was a lot darker site. The branding was way different. Now you come in here and you start to see a little bit more of the homey feel. It's a little bit more airy, kind of how Michelle wants to portray herself in the company. So we wanted to make sure that the site also represents the brand as well, because this is another touch point that people interact with the brand, probably one of the first ones as well. Sites are pretty important for businesses, no matter what industry you are. So we wanted to take that into account here and really start leveling up our digital branding in the office. But yeah, guys, so hopefully you learned a little bit about, I guess, the web designing, what kind of goes in it, I wanted to showcase more, but it was a really crazy week. I wish I would have had someone just filming for me instead of me trying to do everything, work and film. But yeah, guys, so let me know if you enjoyed it, if there's anything else missing from there. If you like the outcomes, let me know. If there's any other suggestions, let me know as well. But yeah, so hopefully I get to do more of this stuff in the future. And as I do a little bit more advanced things too with this site, I'll like to showcase that as well. Like maybe some of the CMS stuff with Webflow, or maybe I'll show you some of the JavaScript coding that I did to get that look if someone's interested in that. Or even just show you Webflow in its entirety. I know designer Rancid does that really well, and probably some other ones too. It's kind of harder to find stuff online for Webflow, but it's a really powerful tool for designers or anything, and I don't need to get into that. But yeah, so I guess you kind of saw the behind the scenes of things we kind of do, especially since we're doing everything, all the content creation and all the messaging and strategy stuff here. So you saw us do it all. Sometimes it's handed off to other people. Sometimes we hire a photographer, things like that. And it probably would have been a good thing, so I can focus more on designing it while they produce the content. But it's what we're working with right now, and we're just doing the best we can with what we have. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something, and maybe it kind of interests you on doing a site for yourself or your business or anything like that. Or motivated you, because it can be done, especially with templates. We didn't use that here. Oh wait, also, a little shameless plug here. I am starting an email list. I've noticed a lot of people don't really understand branding. So there are blogs that go up on my site every Monday that I talk about branding, why it's important, how the new narrative has changed, all that good stuff. And then I take in information that I'm learning from people like Marty Newmeyer and I forgot some of the other guys, and just any other source related to branding, and also my point of view and how I've kind of shaped my view over time as well. If you want to read those, they're on my site. If you don't feel like going to my site every Monday and trying to remember, you can also sign up for my email list, which will be in the link, and that will go to you every Monday. So remember, it's all branding stuff, and I give you things you can do to apply to your business or venture as well, or your idea. But all right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.